Hello, this is channel easyselfhost. In this video, we're going to talk about backup. In my previous videos, our self-hosting projects are storing data on the server file system, but the data can easily get lost for a lot of reasons. Whether it's your SD card in your Raspberry Pi get damaged, or you forget to pay the bills for your cloud instances. So it's important to back up your data, especially for nodes important like password in your password manager. A good place to back up your data is cloud storage services like S3. They are reliable, private, and generally very cheap. Or you can use Cloud Drive if you already have a subscription or you don't want to pay anything. rclone is a great tool if you want to back up your data on those platforms. It supports a wide range of cloud storage services and cloud drives. To do a simple backup, you can use their command line to copy your file to the remote storage system you define. But here's the problem. We don't want to do backup manually every time, and some files cannot be simply copied. For example, SQLite database files have intermediate states when they are in between a transaction. It's recommended to use the official backing up strategy to snapshot the file. To solve these problems, I create a program called Backpack that can be scheduled to backup and can handle special files properly. It also relies on rclone library to backup files on the cloud. Let's try to use it to back up the password manager we set up in my last video. I'm going to use Google Cloud Storage to back up my data, which is just like S3. Let's create a storage bucket to store our backup data. For Google Cloud, we're also going to need a service account to authenticate our backup workloads. We can create a service account in IAM and give it storage admin role to access our backup bucket. Then we need to download the service account key, which rclone is going to need. Then we need to download and install rclone just to create a rclone config. Then let's use the rclone config command. Choose Google Cloud Storage as our storage system. After this, the only two fields we need to care is the project number and the service account key path. The key is the JSON file we just downloaded, and we need to upload it to our server. The configuration file is generated at this path, and you're going to need it to run Backpack later. You can verify your rclone configuration by copying a simple file and verify the file is successfully uploaded. Then let's go back to our vault-warden Docker Compose file and add a section for Backpack. The easyselfhost/backpack is the official container. Here we need to map the vault-warden data path to the data path in Backpack container, and also map the configuration path to the config path in Backpack container. Let's take a look at the configuration we need. The first one is the rclone config that defines our remote storage. Notice that the service account file also points to the same config path in container. Another configuration is for the Backpack. Here we define how we are going to back up our files. For vault-warden, we want to ignore the temporary file generated by SQLite, and we want the special backup for SQLite database file. The next section defines the rclone config name and the remote bucket name. And next, we're going to schedule our backup to be executed every minute. In practice, you probably don't need to be that frequent. Then let's go to the command line and bring up our Docker Compose file. After this, we can check the Backpack log to check if it does backup as scheduled. Let's also check the bucket page to see if the files are uploaded. That's all for the usage of Backpack. You can refer to the GitHub repo for more details, and also check out the rclone website for more storage options. If you find the whole process of doing backup or even self-hosting to be complicated, I'm actually developing a project that's going to streamline the whole self-hosting experience I've been talking about in a tool that has graphic user interface. So stay tuned, I'll give you a demo pretty soon. Please consider subscribing for content like this. The Docker Compose file is on GitHub and the link is in description below. Thank you for watching.